In any low or no light riding conditions, safety is essential, and the only way to be able to stay safe is to stay visible. Now, lights come in all different shapes and sizes, and a lot of them have different functions. Your most basic and most essential for riding on the road is your red rear light, which allows cars to see you ahead of them and helps keep you safe in traffic. This particular rear light is a Ryder SR rear light and has an added advantage of having a USB charger, rechargeable batteries. Batteries do normally last 50 to 80 hours continuous use, but obviously the last thing you want to do is get to your events or get to your start of your training ride, jump on your bike and your light is dying. Next up we have your front light. Your front light will be essentially the same thing as the rear light, except obviously we'll use a white light to indicate that you're coming from the front, and the attachment is often slightly different, as the rear light is usually designed to attach to your seat post or your saddlebag, whereas the front light is normally designed to clip onto your handlebar. Most brands also give you a more economical option of getting both your front and rear light together. One, the price comes down, and two, you know that you're never going to go out one or the other. Front lights do come in more powerful versions, which are essentially a torch attached to your bicycle. These do give you nice visibility on slow rides and work well in low light conditions to improve visibility if you're looking for things like avoiding potholes or stones in the road. Unfortunately, they're not as powerful as a dedicated front bicycle light, although they are a lot cheaper. Please just be careful that if you are looking to ride in pitch darkness, especially off-road, you will need something more powerful than this, and it can be a bit deceiving to go outside into the parking lot or onto the street and turn this on, as it does look quite good until you're actually riding up to speed. The light I have here is the Magicshine MJ-870, a 1200 lumen light, and is an example of the lights we discussed earlier, which is specifically designed to be seen with. The light uses a rechargeable battery pack and comes with its own charger, which indicates while charging what level of charge is left in the battery and how long you have left to charge. The light itself also indicates the charge left while using it through the color of the back dial, and when not plugged in, your battery pack also indicates the voltage left. To get an idea of just how bright this light is, you can see even in the light conditions inside just how much power the light has. This is something that is necessary to be able to see with while riding at high speed. Something less powerful than this just won't give you the width and the distance that's necessary, although you can go a little less powerful than this. The light does come in different power modes as well, depending on how dim the light conditions are, and going into a low power mode does let your battery life extend. These two lights are very similar to the one we've just seen, but are souped up versions for those of you who really want a powerful light. This particular light on my right hand side is the MJ-816, which is a 1800 lumen light and uses 3 separate lights to actually allow you to change both the width of the light you're showing and the power. The light works exactly the same as the 870 we saw earlier, but now has a handlebar mounted switch instead of having the power switch mounted onto the light itself, which gives you the same color coding, and now alternates between which lights are on to change your power settings. Holding the button down dims and brightens the light before turning off. The real monster light here is the MJ-880. This is a 2000 lumen beast, and as you can see is actually smaller than most of the other light models. As you can see, it has its own effects which look very nice in the dark, but also shines an extremely bright light. This light is powerful enough to do virtually anything you could want to do with any light while on your bicycle. Operating the light is very simple. Either one of the switches will turn the lights on, while the right hand side increases the power and the left hand side decreases the power. As with either of the light options you've seen, decreasing the power increases the battery life, especially if you're riding on a 24-hour race or going long into the dark, whereas increasing the power increases the distance you can see and makes the far distance clearer. You never know what you might see in the dark.
As previously stated, these small torch-like lights do seem adequate at first, and for low speeds and open trails they are. Unfortunately, when you're riding at higher speeds on more technical terrain, some hazards may be lurking just beyond the reach of the light. The difference between that and a more powerful light can be like night and day.